Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation, with some breaking news about the world's largest precious metals company. This is huge news with relation to their stocks. Let's explore! Indeed, some of you may remember this company, A-Mark Precious Metals. They've been around for quite a long time. And, it's kind of a name that you think about with regards to vintage bullion that's out there. But in reality, the company has quietly been picking up assets from other companies and getting larger and larger shares. And they have now grown to be the largest silver company, precious metals company in the world with all of their acquisitions. We used to kind of thought that APMEX was the biggest, but I think it's without a shadow of a doubt when you look at all of the different conglomerations and acquisitions that A-Mark has, that they are the largest. More on that later we'll talk about, but this is the story that comes to us from defenseworld.net. A-Mark Precious Metals stock is scheduled to split on Tuesday, June the 7th. Yes, indeed, and the NASDAQ ticker symbol is AMRK. Fascinating indeed. We know their stock has been skyrocketing, and so it's only a matter of time, and now this announcement has been made that shares of A-Mark Precious Metals Incorporated are set to split on Tuesday, June 7th. The 2-to-1 split was announced on, they say, I guess it was probably May the 7th. The newly minted shares will be payable to shareholders after the closing bell on Tuesday, June 7th. Shares of A-Mark Precious Metals stock opened at $63.24 on Friday. The stock's 50-day moving average is $75.43. The firm has a market cap of around $727.89 million. A price-to-earnings ratio of 5.22 and a beta of 0.45. The company has a quick ratio of 0.46, a current ratio of 1.43, and a debt-to-equity ratio of 0.21. So those are obviously in the weeds numbers there, but A-Mark Precious Metals has a 12-month low of $42.20 and a 12-month high of $89.19. So there you go, a pretty wide array there, but overall, they've been quite successful in their journey there. A-Mark Precious Metals has last posted its quarterly earnings results on Thursday, May 5th. The company reported $3.06 earnings per share for the quarter, beating the consensus estimate of $1.96 by $1.10. A-Mark Precious Metals had a return equity of 41.21% and a net margin of 1.77%. During the same quarter last year, the business earned $8.84 EPS. As a group, equities analysts anticipate that A-Mark Precious Metals will post 10.43 earnings per share for the current fiscal year. That's pretty remarkable news here. A-Mark has been the topic of several recent analyst reports. Northland Securities initiated coverage on A-Mark Precious Metals in a research report on Tuesday, April 19th. They set an outperform rating and a $105 price target on the stock. StockNews.com started coverage on A-Mark Precious Metals in a research note on Tuesday, March 31st. They issued a hold rating on the stock. Finally, Zacks Investment Research upgraded A-Mark Precious Metals from a hold rating to a strong buy rating and set a $76 target price on the stock in a research note on Tuesday, May the 10th. One analyst has rated the stock with a hold rating, 3 have issued a buy rating, and 1 has assigned a strong buy rating to the company. According to MarketBeat.com, the stock currently has a consensus rating of buy and a consensus price target of $85.50. So that's very close to the year high there. Wow. It's something else when you see a company like this that has grown. And look at all of the demand for bullion out there. And I think this is why a lot of this bullion does come through A-Mark Precious Metals. Certainly they are one of the APs, the authorized purchasers of the U.S. Mint and Silver Eagles are selling, even though some of the sales have slowed at such high premiums for them. They certainly are raking in the money for them, because when you think about it, how much does our authorized purchasers charge per eagle? I think it's about $2.50 or somewhere around that range per ounce. Now, obviously, there are costs involved with getting those eagles out to the various dealers, such as all of the companies that they work with have got to get it, they got to ship it out, and they've got to distribute them. But once they do, you can tack on maybe $1 or $2 extra on that, maybe. They're making pretty good headroom, making pretty good profit on those. It seems to me that's the case, but I can't imagine them not doing well with those eagles. And it seems like that and the higher premiums, even for other products, it's reflecting in their strong stances here, strong profits, and obviously becoming a very successful company overall with their various outlets. Then this means that the stock has become a strong buy. In related news, Director Beverly Lapine sold 500 shares of the business's stock in a transaction dated Thursday, March the 10th. That's interesting. The stock was sold at an average price of $73.54 for a total transaction of $36,770. The transaction was disclosed in a legal filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is accessible there. And also, Director Jeffrey Benjamin sold 5,209 shares of the business's stock in a transaction dated Monday, March 14th. I guess that's right. They want to get their personal positions out of there, I guess. This is a Monday, the March 14th, that announcement was made. Stock was sold at an average price of $70.30, so definitely nowhere near the high, for a total value of $366,192.70. The disclosure for the sale is also documented. In the last quarter, insiders have sold 41,233 shares of the company stock valued at $2,975,497. 60% of the stock is currently owned by corporate insiders. So hedge funds and other institutional investors have recently bought and sold shares of the stock. Point72 Hong Kong Limited acquired a new position of shares of A-Mark Precious Metals during the third quarter, worth about $26,000. Dorsey Wright & Associates acquired a new position in A-Mark Precious Metals in the fourth quarter, valued at approximately $44,000. Zurich Cantonal Bank acquired a new position in A-Mark in the first quarter, valued at $61,000. So it's interesting to see all these different organizations involved here. Even the New York State Teachers Retirement System acquired a new position in A-Mark Precious Metals in the first quarter, valued at approximately $62,000. Wow! The Royal Bank of Canada raised its holdings in A-Mark Precious Metals by 45.3% in the third quarter. Royal Bank of Canada now owns 985 shares of the company's stock, valued at $59,000, after acquiring an additional 307 shares of the last quarter. 43.08% of the stock is owned by institutional investors and hedge funds. And it has been pointed out, I think, by others that BlackRock is also involved. It doesn't surprise any kind of real big organization, big stock like this. Now, they probably do have their hands in it. And so A-Mark Precious Metals Incorporated, together with its subsidiaries, and there are many, operates as a precious metals trading company. It operates in three segments: wholesale sales and ancillary services, direct-to-consumer, and secured lending. The wholesale sales and ancillary services segment sells gold, silver, platinum, and palladium in the form of bars, plates, powders, wafers, grains, ingots, and coins. So A-Mark is involved with not only the precious metals bullion side, but also in the form that it would be utilized for industry. pretty amazing to think about all that, and with regards to how big A-Mark is, and their tentacles rising ever further, and they're doing very, very well with their stock to split on June the 7th. Now, it's interesting that this is happening, and this announcement happening so far in advance. I mean, obviously, we're not too far away from that June 7th, but it's still several weeks away. I guess they feel pretty confident that the stock's not going to go down by that much, so they can go ahead and do that split. But there it is. A-Mark Precious Metals, a leader in precious metals since 1965. And these old bars that you see here, and some of them even newer bars, A-Mark Precious Metals, have been a staple and desired among collectors. This particular piece here, nice little chunky 31.1 gram, which is 1 troy ounce bar. Usually you find these dated 1981. This is a one dated 1980, which is the more rare of the two. So if you have one of these, there might be a slight premium to it. It might be a little bit more collectible. I think I have one with this date on it. But I love these little bars. Pretty interesting indeed. And obviously, I think it goes to show you that amongst all of its subsidiaries, A-Mark is doing very, very well and garnering in a lot of profits through its multiple avenues and tentacles that are out there. And so when you buy some of the silver with a very, very high premium, yes, they are profiting. And there's nothing wrong with profit. Don't misunderstand. I don't want to demonize anybody for making money, even if it's a lot of money on a particular product, because what it boils down to is how the free market works. We decide what we pay for precious metals, and in a sense, other than some uncontrollable avenues such as inflation for stuff that we need, obviously. Some people can say that silver could be considered a need as a wealth preservation tool. You have to weigh in those premiums compared to where you think the market is going to go, and you're going to think it's going to be worth it down the road. And for some, it is. And for me, some of the higher premiums are worth it too. I've paid them for silver and gold over the course of time. So it's coming to that understanding and recognition that where we're at today. However, for me and for myself, and I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I am not buying Silver Eagles because their premiums are more like collectible coins at this point. I just will not pay that kind of premium, especially for coins that really are lacking in quality compared to other bullion products out there. I mean, you look at the Britannia, which still has somewhat of a premium, or the silver maple leaf, no milk spots and full of security features. There really is no practical security feature for the Silver Eagles, though it was certainly one of the cornerstones, apparently, of the former Mint director, who did a horrible job, in my opinion, with these security features. So I will not partake in that on my own. I believe in finding silver that is a lower premium and recognizable and almost as liquid out there. So there you have it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and to encourage you to please rate. And by the way, before I tell you to share this video, check out the video I posted earlier, just before this video, and I'll post a link to it at the end screen, and that is the pros and cons of stacking silver. That's one I was really hoping to get shared out there, even more than this video. So I hope you will take the time to watch that video. The algorithm didn't catch it, and I think it's one of the better videos I've done. The pros and cons of silver stacking. Check it out just before this video was posted. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.